Good morning students. In this video, we are going to see one more standard signal for jet transform. So first before this video, I am suggesting you to watch the video jet transform of a power n u of n. Now we are going to see the jet transform of minus a to the power of n u of minus n minus 1. The signal given here it is x of n minus a power n u of minus n minus 1. Fine. So that u of minus n minus 1, the signal if you observe, already we have plotted the signal in that video. Again I am plotting for you. This is minus infinity to minus 1. Signal is existing from minus infinity to minus 1. Here minus amplitude of course, but the signal existence is left hand side and the limits of that signal is minus infinity to minus 1. That is what we have discussed. Let us consider the same. Here the jet transform of x of n is given by the formula x of z is equal to n value minus infinity to plus infinity. The given signal x of n should be multiplied with z raised to minus n. Let us consider this x of n is equal to this signal, that is n value minus infinity to plus infinity. X of n is minus a to the power of n u of minus n minus 1 and z raised to minus n. If we consider this signal u of minus n minus 1, that should exist from minus infinity to minus 1 with amplitude 1, so that this expression can be replaced with 1. If we change the limit from minus infinity to minus 1, remaining all this signal is 0, so that this limit we are rewriting as n value minus infinity to minus 1. This is replaced with 1, so the remaining expression minus a to the power of n z raised to minus n. This is what the expression. So immediately whenever we are seeing the negative sum of the series in the negative side or left hand side, we can convert into right hand side by replacing every n with minus n. That is what we have discussed many times. So that I am rewriting this summation as n value plus 1 to infinity, provided every n replaced with minus n, so that a to the power of minus n and z raised to plus n we have. This sum both are equal. Fine. So this can be rewritten as minus 1, minus I am putting on outside, so that n value 1 to infinity, this is simply we can write it as a inverse z all to the power of n. Let us expand that series, that is minus of, for n value 1 this is a inverse z, for n value 2 this is a inverse z whole square plus a inverse z whole cube and so on up to infinity. To write it into the sum of the series, 1 plus x square and so on is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus x for the condition x less than 1. So we need to write this one in terms of this one. That means here 1 is there, here there is no 1. We can assume this expression as x for writing sum of the series, but 1 is lagging here. We need 1, so that I can add 1 here and I can subtract 1 for compensation. Fine. So that this all we can write it as 1 by 1 minus x form with x is replacing with this expression, that is 1 divided by 1 minus a inverse z, remaining minus 1 is here, so minus 1. Under the condition for x less than 1 here, so that this x less than 1 means a inverse z less than 1. That means mod z value less than, a inverse means 1 by a going that side, so mod z less than a. So this is what the ROC. Fine. Then we can just simplify this expression. This is, I can write this one as 1 by a, so that a by a minus z minus 1. Further what we can write? A minus z that side. It means a minus a plus z divided by a minus z. So a gets cancelled, and minus if I multiply in the denominator, I will get z minus a, numerator having z. So that x of z for this is z divided by z minus a with ROC mod z less than a. So what we are getting, the z transform of the given signal is z divided by z minus a, and mod z less than a is ROC. So we can recall the z transform of a to the power of n, u of n, a power n, u of n, z transform we have derived, and we got z by z minus a with ROC mod z greater than a. If you compare this pair with this pair, here a power n u of n is z transform z by z minus a. Same z transform for minus a to the power of n minus u of minus n minus 1. That means same z transform but opposite ROCs. So why I need to highlight these two pairs means, in the inverse z transform calculations, I need to use these two pairs repeatedly. We have a lot of discussion in the inverse z transform case. With the help of ROCs only we can find inverse z transforms once both having same z transform. These points we will discuss in future gate practice videos. For the time being, just let us write these two simultaneously and compare the ROCs. That's enough. Fine. Thank you.